Political story segment tonight. The Super Bowl is Sunday. Estimates are close to 200 million people will watch the game. This despite the growing controversy over head injuries in the National Football League. The latest, former Oakland Raiders quarterback Kenny Stabler, who died young at age 69 and whose brain has been found to have been damaged. Football legend Joe Namath attended the University of Alabama with Mr. Stabler. I spoke with Mr. Namath yesterday. Now, I'm a big Jet fan, and I lived in Levittown, right near where you guys trained at Hofstra on Long Island. And back then, it seems to me that it was much more dangerous to be a quarterback than it is today.
Bill, it was. Anybody that was in the hole or in the pocket was going to get hurt because we didn't have the kind of protection they have today. The game's improved in that category. I think we're trying to protect all the players more so than yesteryear.
Yeah, because there's big money with these quarterbacks. But back then, guys like Ben Davidson, Oakland Raiders, they wanted to rip your head off and kill you. Am I wrong?
God rest his soul, Mr. L. Davis had that theory with that Oakland Raiders and didn't mind talking about it to the team.
They'd smash you as hard as they could smash you, and then they'd say something nasty to you, right?
Oh, well, now what they said to us, we said right back. Some of them talked about their own, too.
The result of all that was, and you're 72 years old now, but injuries to you throughout your whole life. Ken Stabler, who followed you at Alabama, his family just announced that he had brain disease, that he got hit in the head so many times. But you seem, your mental faculties seem to be intact.
I did go get checked because I knew I had at least 5 concussions. This was 2012 I started.
So you have a little bit of damage, but not enough to impair you.
I had a lot of cells that weren't working in the temporal area in the left side of my brain that are now functioning because of the treatment I took with hyperbaric oxygen.
You had to get out of your economic circumstance through sports. I mean, you had to play.
Right.
If you wanted to leave Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania.
That's right. That's
and go to college and all of that.
Absolutely.
Right. So you paid a price, but the price was worth it, was it?
To me, it was worth it. To this stage, absolutely, it was worth it. But there are those fellas that I played with that I question, is it worth it to them?
Now, you were loved and hated. Okay, especially because you were a little flamboyant, I would say, right?
Well, you know what?
A little bit.
You don't like to be told you can't do something, and we all like to stand out a little bit.
The beauty mist can make my legs look good. Imagine what they'll do for yours.
But you were Broadway Joe, and you were cocky, and I have to confess, when I played up at Marist, I wore white shoes like Namath. So my question is, today, Cam Newton, all right, is now being charged as a hot shot because he does the little dance in the end zone, which I enjoy. All right, but you went through this.
When it comes to sport, winning is the answer. Now, if you're going out there and carrying on, showboating, dancing around, and you're not winning, your teammates will knock you down. They're not going to put up with it, you see.
Was there racism in football when you were there? You played with a lot of great black players, Emerson Boozer, Matt Snell. I mean, yeah, great players. Was there racism?
Yeah, there's always been racism. There was racism then and there's racism today, and we both know that it's not the right way to live. Hatred and anger is not healthy, but we've come a long way.
But you, and I don't know how people know this, but Namath stuck up for the black players.
Most of my parents taught us that as a family, and most of the people to this day that carry a chip on their shoulder whenever they're starting to judge people by their color, by their walk, whatever ethnicity, that is ingrained from home to start with.
Yeah. If you had worked out, like now they're just workout warriors, these guys around, you know, to put it politely, didn't really work out that much, other than your elbow coming up to your mouth on certain occasions.
Well, there's some other workout kind of things, too.
Okay, but see, that workout is also controversial. But my question is, if you had worked out, if you had been, you know, like they are now, these guys are unbelievable with the machines. Would that have helped physically, do you think?
I know it would have helped, sure. That's one of the major steps forward today with the sports, the nutrition aspect alone.
Yeah.
So, yes, today's methods are much better, and they should be.
Did you ever think that if you had been like a workout warrior and not been Broadway Joe, because you threw for almost more than 4,000 yards in a season, and you were out till like 6 in the morning, you just go from the party to the game. I mean, it's amazing what you did.
We did all right. I would change my ways. Knowing today what I know, I would change my ways.
Are you sure?
To some extent.
Joe Namath, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Bill.
And for the record, Joe Namath's a really good guy. He's very nice to everybody here at Fox News.